Hello, and welcome to round 2 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow. Say hi, Terry.
Hello.
Usually on this podcast, we talk about parenting issues, but once a week, Terry and I like to get together to discuss TV, movies, books, and other entertainment topics, because it's nice to talk about something other than parenting for a change. So this week, we are talking about dancing, because it was a double dose last night. So You Think You Can Dance came to an end, and then Dancing with the Stars at the exact moment returned after a long vacation. These two shows that have the same audience base, right?
Yes.
I mean, there's got to be a very big overlap. And so they decided we will actually overlap them and play them at the same time.
A nice big flying jeté right in the face of all dance fans.
Yes, but what that allowed us to do, frankly, was fast forward through quite a lot of So You Think You Can Dance, because it was just a big old recap.
Oh, man. The pacing of this season has been so weird. I mean, forever with the auditions, and then, well, let's get a top 20 now. We have a top 10. Now let's eliminate all of them. And then we have this whole episode to just do the whole thing again.
Well, I don't know if you caught this as you were zipping through, but Nigel did say, next time, let's forget the Academy and do a top 20 again.
Yes, they really, really need to.
I hope he gets his way on that.
Yes, this was, you know, it was easy to fast forward through because there was a couple of dances I would watch again, but I can always go back and watch them. I mostly just wanted to see who won. I think, spoiler for anybody who has not watched it, but really maybe not spoiler because it's been predicted pretty much for the entire time. But I think that is the least animated we have seen Bailey in this entire competition. You know,
when he won. Yeah. I think you're right. He was just like so soft.
That is the least I have seen that boy move. Everybody knew but you, Bailey. Well, maybe you knew too, but you were shocked that it actually happened. Mariah seemed very sweet with him, very genuinely sweet with him. So that was nice to see. So yay, the person I wanted to win won. I'm sure it was my borrowing the phone of various family members to vote for him that put him over the top.
Yeah.
And not the giant chanting crowd in the studio every time he danced.
Yes.
Well, was no clue at all.
He was good.
He was. He really was. And it was, I think that a B-boy has never won. So it was time for that. And he certainly was the guy to do it. So, you know, good for him. It was generally an enjoyable season, but the pacing is bothersome that they had so much time for things we didn't care about that much and not enough time for things that we would have liked to have seen more of. It was very nice seeing the remaining top 10 come back and dance. I thought that the Leave Your Hat On dance and the one that Anna and Benjamin did with the piano were better this time, just because probably they're much more relaxed and rested and they could just enjoy it rather than worrying about it.
Right. And I enjoyed the opening number too.
Yeah.
That they were all in.
Yeah. The one where they're wearing the crazy costumes and the dye in their hair, not so much. But then I'm old. No. As we've established here.
No, I'm talking about when they had the red suits.
Right. The first one. The first one I did like, yes.
Gave a few little highlights, like Eddie got to tap.
Right. That was good. We could have used more of that. Not that I wanted these babies to have to learn more new choreography, but still. They're so young, and it takes something away from their talking about how much this will mean to them. You know, I've been hoping all my life for this, all my 18 years I've been pining for this opportunity to win. This will mean so much to me. You don't know. Nah.
Right.
You know, I think it means something maybe more to somebody who's been striving for a decade as an adult. I don't know. It loses something. So, but they were all very good and very, very sweet. They seemed to have a good rapport with each other, and that made it fun to watch them. And good luck to you all, little ones. Have a fun tour.
That's right. Be off on tour, and you'll be following on Instagram as they do it.
Yes. I did want to mention, I was thinking as I was watching some of this tonight, they made that big deal about the girl with Down syndrome, and then we never saw her again. And And then we saw her again.
And then they brought her back.
And it also felt condescending. But at least they brought her back once. At least it wasn't, we sent her off to academy and then we lost her somewhere. We're not sure where she is. So she got to come back. I think they needed her there so they could put the stupid color in the kids' hair for that dance that came after. It needed something where there was nobody in the top 10
right. Nobody
involved.
Was out there.
So she got another little moment. So I'm at least glad that they didn't forget about her entirely. So that was another season of So You Think You Can Dance.
Yeah. Yep. So, we cheered for Bailey the whole way through.
Yes, we did. I'm very, very happy he won. So adorable.
He's very adorable.
Yes.
And that was, like you said, it was fun. It had its issues. But it was still fun to watch.
Yeah.
And as I mentioned in one of our earlier talks, it's just like it's a summer thing for me.
Yes.
It just makes me feel like it's summer
when
I watch that show.
It is fun.
And now summer's over.
Yes.
And the show's over. And now we are watching
and we're fast forwarding through.
Yes.
Dancing with the Stars came back for its controversial new season with a new set and shady contestants and new pros and old pros not invited back and
yeah.
But it was fine. It struck me pretty much like every other first episode where there's a lot of people, so you don't see that much of anybody. And, varying degrees of stumbling through their first dances. It seemed like the judges were a little tough, which is fine. They should be giving constructive criticism, at least at this thing. I thought there was going to be no faffing about, but then poor Lauren had to sit on a chair for the first few minutes of her dance. So, Gleb, don't do that. Cut it out. Right. She can dance. She can dance fine. She doesn't need that stuff.
Right.
Spicer may need to spend some time on the bongos before he attempts dancing, but Lauren Elena does not need that.
Yeah.
So
they kept making Tom say that we don't have to vote tonight. We get to take the night off and just relax. I'm like, the whole point of the show is voting.
Yes.
So what are you talking about?
That was very weird. I assumed that there would be live voting tonight. And then I kept waiting for them to tell us when to vote. And then I went to the website and it says next week.
Next week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I overall, I think it's good. It just lets everybody get one more chance.
But they could combine the scores from the 2 weeks. They still don't have to eliminate anybody the first week, but they could still let us vote.
Yeah.
But, there's not really that much to vote on the first week, other than first impressions, I guess. I thought that James Vanderbeek did well by his final spot in blowing everybody else off the floor. He looked good.
He was great. And I think that he has a reputation for being able to, make fun of himself.
Yes, he does.
And he kept that up.
Yes.
He didn't take himself too seriously, even though he did a tango and he did it well.
Yeah. I mean, he did the adorable self-deprecation. He did the adorable family, 5 little blonde angels. And then he came out and he did great on the dance floor. That's a pretty good combination.
Right.
Would vote for him if I could vote, which I can't.
If I could vote. Exactly.
Yes.
And he had the advantage of me actually knowing who he was before we started, which a lot of those other people didn't have.
Yeah.
Even though I never watched any of those shows. He's like my generation.
Right.
James.
Right. Yeah, I never watched any of his shows either, but I know who he is. And I know, by reputation that he would be possibly quite fun on this. I like Lauren Elena. I never saw her on American Idol, but she's a friend of Bobby Bones, and so I've heard a lot about her from him. And I've been watching her on Instagram where she's awfully cute.
Yeah, she seemed just so nervous and so relieved when it was over, and she did very well.
Yeah, she's the kind of cute that could be really fun and engaging all through the season, or after a while you would just say, oh, stop it, please. Just stop. So we'll see where that goes. Right. But for now, she's very fun. I liked her a lot. And I thought that Kate well filled her older dame here for comic relief shoes.
Yeah.
She did a great job with that. knows why she's here, happy to do it.
Right.
So good for her. And I thought Mary Wilson also, the sassy grande dame, she will come out. She will be fabulous for a few weeks.
She will remind you that she's 75 and a half years
She will
old.
try very hard not to fall and break her arm. And, Brandon was very cute with her.
Yes, he was. Yes. Adorable. And Christy Brinkley's daughter looks exactly like Christy Brinkley.
She looks disturbingly like her mother, yes. And she is quite young. And there's already conspiracy talk on the forums I follow that Christy didn't really break her arm because that doesn't look like the right kind of cast. And it's inconvenient that now Val has this young, pretty partner.
Right.
So, I would like to think that
picked her in the first place.
Yeah, but it's a much better story if she's filling in for her famous mom, because then you're all primed for Christy Brinkley, so you know who this kid is more than just if somebody said it was Christy Brinkley's daughter. I'm sure that Mayor Gergich's wife actually did take a fall. And
the doctor said it was the worst break.
Yes. Wouldn't you expect something more dramatic for such an injury? It looked like she wrapped masking tape around her arm.
I know. I actually went back. I rewound it. And watched her fall again because I was like, wait, that was it?
Did Val trip her?
Foot. Well, his foot didn't move. She tripped on it.
That's true, I guess.
But I guess she just broke her fall with her wrist.
Yes, well, and possibly, with age, one's bones don't bounce back from that sort of thing.
It's true.
We'll have to provide a clip of that comedy routine about adult falls. She took an adult fall.
She
did. Shout out to Ryan Hamilton, I believe is the comedian's name, who did a routine about it. It was quite funny and all too relatable.
Yes. Extremely. Yes.
So it was fun. I enjoyed it. I always go to Annie Barrett's blog, and there's a lively discussion of the proceedings there, which is always fun to participate in. Or in this case, I mostly just read along. But,
right.
Everybody seemed to sort of begrudgingly enjoy it.
Right. Yes.
And that's pretty much, I think, par for the course in the first week of Dancing with the Stars. You come in going, who? Or him, or her, and then you go, well, that was fun. That was okay.
Yeah, and then within a few weeks, a large number of them are gone. People are gone, and you just carry on.
I think that there's some people in this who have real promise for a fun season. It'll depend on how the voting goes and what shenanigans the producers are planning to mess with that. But, I think that any combination of James, Kel, Lauren, what's the fifth Harmony girl's name?
Allie,
yes.
Allie? Yeah. I could have definitely done without the entrance of Kel sliding down.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Slide. I did not. That was
poorly thought out.
The point.
Maybe something from... I'm familiar with him from All That and Kenan and Kel. Never watched Good Burger, but maybe it's something from that.
Yes.
That I would assume it's something from his entertainment past.
Right.
So, and Bobby Bones got his face there next to Tom quite a lot of the time.
Yes, he did. And did you see the cute little mini pros?
Yes,
Dancing with Stars
yes.
Junior
I was so happy seeing them there, sitting there. It's like, I know them.
Oh, they didn't really talk to them, but
they did not. But they were just there looking adorable. It's that show is officially canceled, but that first generation will still be hanging out.
Right.
I've been wondering, diverging from our subject here, we should probably get out of this. But I wonder if JT Church can come back to So You Think You Can Dance when he's an adult.
Oh, because he was on the kid version. Yeah, that's a good question.
I saw him. I see videos of him dancing on Instagram all the time, and that'd be interesting. I'd like to see him on there as a grown up, see what he can do.
Yeah, I feel like if they have these, people who are basically already pros,
right,
trying out for that show, then why not?
Yeah,
somebody who did it when he was a little guy.
Seems only fair. It would be good. Yeah. He could be a judge like Dom. There you go. He and his little top knot could be sitting there at the judging table. Well,
yes.
Perhaps we should pirouette out of this now.
Exactly. So next week, we'll continue with week 2 of Dancing with the Stars, and we will return to our West Wing watch.
Yes.
With the episode, The Wedding. Maybe there'll be some dancing. I don't know.
Possibly.
I haven't seen it.
Maybe off camera.
And that'll be it for our round 2 today. Please subscribe to our Parenting Roundabout podcast so you won't miss any of our episodes. We have something new for you every weekday. As always, you can find recaps, links, and an opportunity to comment on our website at parentingroundabout.com. Goodbye, Terry.
Goodbye, Catherine.
Bye, everyone.